Personally, I'm from East. And I always tell people, during coffee season, Mbale branch alone, Stanbic.
Yeah.
That is from, normally starts from September to December or January. On a daily basis, you are sure they're paying out 2 billion.
Yeah.
2 billion a daily basis for dealers in coffee. So just imagine for 3 months. So that tells you how coffee is.
It's crazy.
You get it?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. That's why actually someone analyzed it. Why government wants coffee. Because if you look at coffee, this is something, it's a long-term problem.
Yeah.
Coffee, he actually said coffee is more than oil. Because if you look at oil, you can do oil for 20 years.
Yeah, and then it's
for
done.
10 years. And oil is done. But how much have you invested in oil? It's a lot. But look at coffee. Coffee is a lifetime investment.
Income. Yeah.
And the government will take money from it. But the unfortunate bit of it is that the investment doesn't match. Look at how they are hyping out the oil. But it can be mined within 10 years if you are serious.
Actually, yeah.
And
the
everything
oil
is done.
And you have to close
but
it.
If you invest in coffee, it's a long term. So when you come back home, first of all, you tell people basing on the experience.
That's the thing. Yeah. 2,
you are looking at uplifting the livelihood of people in your area. Of course, you cannot uplift them through handouts.
No.
You can't give them 10,000. How
We
much
would be already ahead.
So, but if you give them a lifetime investment, even if someone has 1 acre of coffee, that's a lot of money. You can get over 20 million in a season. You get it? So that income, there is a lack of knowledge and lack of will from people. Invest all the knowledge, all the resources, but at the end, they are going to appreciate. And once they appreciate,
the rest.
Trust me, everyone is going to come on board.
Yes. But the support also has to do a lot with mind change. You find a coffee farmer that takes home 100 million, but they're not willing to invest much in the production. They're telling you government has to bring this, government has to bring this. You know, they will not build a proper dryer because they're waiting for government to give them.
And at this time, you need also to be very careful because the timing somehow to me it would look like a bad timing because we are going to election,
towards this.
So they would not want to come and sit and listen to you for free. They want to sit, and that is a mindset, as you have said. The mindset it's. And I don't know whether you're also looking at schools, mostly secondary schools, institutions, because these are people who will go back home with the mind,
knowledge.
Yeah, with the knowledge, and they are exposed. In like maybe KTI, like some schools around, we need also to tell them about this, so that as they're going back home, can they also go back home and be like our key players?
Yes.
Can we give them the seed as they go back home also to put in their guidance and you check?
Yes.
So we need to not forget about
it's all about changing the temperament of the people.
That's very good. That is very good insight there.
So this is a good team of Cofnet, Mr.
into
President.
consideration.
It's one of them was
thank you.
they're the brain behind
Cofnet. That's good. I was telling you to bring Master Lee come and show what he did. You know, our plan is to get, like you rightly said, very, very few willing and proactive farmers and invest in them. The big issue that is missing and what we come with is the quality. We want them to get into the business with the end game in mind.
Yeah, true.
That for us to get money, it's not the size of the garden, it's the quality.
It's the quality.
Because that is what the world out there wants, right? But also to work with all the stakeholders that we have, structural and Church of Uganda, OWC, all those big players that are coming here. How should they appreciate the need for quality, which is missing in the conversations they're having? You know, Rochopaji, for instance, has a lot of plant, which is a good thing. But they need to plant with the end game in mind. Otherwise, it will frustrate them. Because the market...
The side of evaluation has to be done.
Yeah.
Because there is no need of injecting a lot and you're not getting results. You need to sit at some point and evaluate and see what so far have we done for the last 5 years. Is there a progress? What do we need to change? What do we need to improve? And that is why maybe most times the government programs end up and people tend to say it is not healthy. Because they don't have time to
go and
check and evaluate. It's always when they come during politics time to add more votes. This time of coming to sit and ask, you are given 10,000. What has the 10,000 done? Can you...
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and then also engage with the different stakeholders, because there are many players in the game. Banks, other corporate worlds. What can you do to influence this drive and the move? So that's a very good thing that I want to take back. My plan is that towards the end or early next month, we'll invite a few critical heads as stakeholders to come and have conversations like this, you know, in Gulu, and I'll be honored to even bring, you know, the bank and how are they positioning themselves in this new drive of coffee, for example, and the other corporates like you guys, how are you positioning yourself in this new coffee drive, you know, and see how can we all together play a role, and all of you benefit from it. Those that are for profit, they can see the margins. Those that are for household improvement can see the income.
Support your own, can be independent.
You know. So that's what it is. So we've established what we have now as the North Coffee Alliance, as going to be the drive to help get this into place with the different stakeholders along the coffee chain, but also the others who are not directly in the coffee chain but play a critical role, whether it's the clan head or, you know, to come and sit at the table. They all have to understand the importance of quality so that they support going forward. And see what each stakeholder benefits and takes home, you know. That's good. So that is what it is.
So which one are you looking at?
In terms of
the type?
Here, of course, the predominant is Robusta, but I think Arabica should also be able to work. There's issues with elevation. Yes.
But I don't know whether it can work well.
No, in the lowlands, no. In the lowlands, not much. But in the upper lands, they should be able to produce Robusta. And your brother Arabica. And West Nile is doing amazing with that. Except just... You guys have a good coach. Karate coach. I met him yesterday. I feel like you're underutilizing him in this place. And the corporate world can use him to do a lot of good stuff. Like he could run like an aerobic class or you know.
It's very good.
It is okay. Let's give you time to go on so that we shall
thank
meet.
you. We definitely will meet. Thank you. I would love to continue this conversation.
We're coming Sunday, but you refuse to come to.
I'd love to continue this conversation. Yeah, this guy will get us together. We'll see you maybe later.